Good evening and welcome to our Healing of the Body Class 8. I think we're going to have a series of short messages, or shorter than usual, and it's because we're now not needing as much explanation, because truly the class has lifted to a state of receptivity that is way above most groups. And so we're hearing a purity and potency of truth that we are completely satisfied with and need no more to be added to. And so, more than ever, let's make sure that we absorb these classes. They are the pure and potent truth. Live with them every hour. Let them live you every hour. Really make them the blood of your blood, the bone of your bone, more than any other message has been, because here indeed is the truth that witnesses the wholeness, the health, vitality, purpose, youthfulness, and eternity of being, which is always embodied. And so we could say the health, vitality, purpose, eternity of body here and now. Healing is the losing of the false idea of body and problem. Let's hear it again. Healing is the losing of the false idea of body and problem. As soon as the false idea of body and the false idea of problem has been corrected, the experience of body is healed to reveal health, vitality, beauty, youthfulness, purpose, eternality as being, as body. Healing has nothing to do with a person. Gosh, everything we're hearing could well be pondered and sat with and then bathed with in the silence for at least an hour, and then repeatedly. Each statement we're hearing. Healing has nothing to do with a person. Well, right there, the whole idea of body, illness, disease, happening personally and not to our neighbour, is dissipated and dissolved, because healing has nothing to do with a person. Healing has nothing to do with correcting that which appears to be ill, or diseased, or injured, or impaired. Healing has nothing to do with a human man or woman, body. Healing has nothing to do with a being out there or a patient out there, nor an illness or disease in that person's local, personal body out there or over there or in here if it is appearing as your own or my own illness or disease or injury. Healing has nothing to do with this. Healing has nothing to do with anything physical. Healing has nothing to do with the name of an illness or disease or injury, which is also, of course, physical. Man or woman, the physical body, the physical impaired body, the ill or diseased or injured body, is simply false sense of the true body. Therefore, healing has nothing to do with body, nothing to do with anything physical, nothing to do with any human, man or woman, nothing to do with illness, disease, nothing to do with person. Healing is the awakening to the truth of consciousness being body, infinity, incorporeality, spirit, omnipresence, God being body. Nothing human, nothing physical, nothing local, nothing out there, nothing named or nameable, nothing to do with illness or disease, nothing personal, but consciousness being body. Healing is the awakening to the truth of consciousness being body. You are healing yourself and you're healing others every minute you spend realizing that consciousness, infinity, omnipresence is body. That the entirety of your consciousness is your body, not the false body experience of a physical, local body, but consciousness being body. Not only are you healing yourself and others as you realize consciousness as body, but you are applying the greatest power in the infinitude, the power of truth realization. No treatment, no drug, no surgery is a millionth as powerful and effective in healing the body experience than the power of truth realization. And the reason is that truth realization is the fully healthy, vital, youthful, purposeful, eternal body. Hear this, everyone. Truth realization is the fully healthy, vital, eternal body. Truth realization doesn't produce health or healing. Truth realization isn't a cause that has either quickly or eventually, an effect of healing, or the effect of healing or health. Truth realization is the healthy body, is the vital, whole, youthful, purposeful, beautiful body. Truth realization. By realizing truth instead of living each day with the false idea of body, therefore living with a false experience, very often discordant, you are healing. You're witnessing your healing. You are being your healing. You are permeating your body with the greatest healing balm in God's kingdom, the Christ consciousness, the illumined consciousness, the very light of truth itself, the light which in ancient times healed millions as and through the consciousness of Jesus and Buddha and many others, and the light that heals just as infallibly today and forever, as you are being the realization of truth, or you are realizing truth. Nothing is as potent, nothing is as fast acting, nothing is as permanent. Why? Because consciousness is body. Therefore, as consciousness alights with and as truth, it's witnessed free, healthy, whole, vital, and eternally so. You've lifted into truth consciousness, and in truth, miracles are witnessed. Truth is the miracle. Truth is the body. Truth is the healed body. As you are realizing truth, you're realizing your health, your wholeness, your perfection, your eternal being, always embodied. Only oneness is. There isn't cause and effect in truth. Only oneness is. Therefore, as you are being the realization of oneness, you are being the realized body. The truthful, healthy, eternal body. Let us heal together now. This is the way. And every minute devoted to the way is healing not only your individual body experience, but all who enter or even touch your consciousness. And that's because as anything and anybody enters or touches your consciousness, as your consciousness is realizing truth or being truth consciousness, it includes that being, that body, that condition entering or touching your consciousness. Do you see? Anything entering or touching your consciousness becomes the oneness of your conscious realization, and therefore is lifted and revealed whole and healthy as that realization. Okay, let's heal together. Body is consciousness. Nothing local, nothing personal, nothing physical, nothing human, nothing to do with a him or her or it, nothing to do with a name, nothing to do with what seems to be the cause or locality of pain or suffering, and even nothing to do with what seems to be healthy, strong, vital body experience. Consciousness is body. Spirit, God, omnipresence is body. Body is incorporeal. The false sense of body is corporeal, physical, local, personal, female or male, with female or male illness or disease, or general physical body illness or disease. All of this is false sense which presents false experience. The false sense is the false experience. But truthful body is pure consciousness. The entirety of my consciousness is my body, my only body, my true body. I lift and lift my awareness of consciousness being body in this very way until I have left completely behind the false idea of body being local, physical, anatomical, biological, physiological, carnal, fleshly. I lift and lift my awareness into truth, into consciousness being the one and only body, so that my mind is so filled with it that the old false sense or false awareness of a physical body has completely left me for this time. Lift, lift. Consciousness is body. I am filled with truth. My awareness is filled with the revelation of truth, of God, of consciousness being the only presence, the one presence, therefore the one and only body. in this way of contemplation, my consciousness is healing. And because consciousness is body, my body is healing. In fact, if you only knew it, or now can know it, as your awareness, your consciousness is filled with truth, the truth that consciousness is body, your body is healed. Here and now, as your consciousness is enjoying and realizing truth, you are healthy and whole. The trouble is you don't maintain truthful consciousness, so your experience of discord, illness or disease lingers. But when you maintain truthful consciousness, because consciousness is body, truthful consciousness is healing, health and wholeness maintained. Remember, consciousness is body, therefore, as consciousness is truthful, as you are realizing truth, your consciousness is being truthful. Because consciousness is body, the body is now being truthful. Remember, we've lifted completely away from the false idea of a physical body. Consciousness is body. Therefore, as consciousness is being truthful, body is being truthful also, because, in fact, the word also should be dropped. Consciousness is body. Therefore, as consciousness is truthful, body is truthful. Consciousness isn't a cause producing an effect. Consciousness is, period. Consciousness is body, period. There isn't any other body, even though the false sense of body or consciousness seems to present a physical body. But actually, here and now, that which appears as your physical body is the one and whole body of consciousness. You are simply entertaining a false sense of body. Consciousness is body. Consciousness is neither here nor there, but everywhere present simultaneously. You remember the Master telling you, the kingdom of God is not witnessed by observation. The kingdom of God is neither low here nor low there. Behold, the kingdom of God is within you. This is Luke 17:20 and 21. The kingdom of God is not witnessed by observation. There it is. It is not witnessed locally, physically, as a personal being, as a him, a her, and it, good or bad. You cannot, by observation, witness the kingdom. Now replace the kingdom or God with consciousness. You cannot witness consciousness by observation. And yet, everything everywhere witnessed is in fact consciousness, but not in the way it appears to be, but as its truth, omnipresence, incorporeal, spirit. The kingdom of God, the kingdom of consciousness, consciousness as body, consciousness as all, inclusive of body, all body, not just what appears to be the physical body, consciousness as life, as experience, as body, embodied life, embodied experience, if you like, is omnipresent. Omnipresence, being omnipresent. Therefore, you understand the Master. The kingdom of God is neither lo here nor lo there. Behold, the kingdom of God is within you, meaning consciousness before the mind forms its own ideas of consciousness as the imagery of experience. This is what the term within you means. Consciousness, infinity, God, Spirit, is body. And because consciousness is omnipresence, it is neither lo here nor lo there. It is everywhere and equally present at the same time. Therefore, because consciousness is God, and God is the one and the only, indivisible, inseparable, omnipresent, infinite, body is that. Body is God, body is consciousness. Body is infinity, indivisible, infinity, inseparable, infinity, omnipresent. I am consciousness, the one, the only. I am that. Therefore, I am is body. Consciousness is body. I am the one infinity. I am the one omnipresence. I am the one indivisible, inseparable presence of body. Consciousness is I. Consciousness is body. I am, my consciousness is a light with truth. I am illumined. I am filled with light, the light of truth. I am neither lo here nor lo there. I am omnipresent, everywhere and equally present, here, now, for all time. I am that. My body, being consciousness itself, is no more here than there. My body is consciousness, equally present everywhere, throughout and as infinity, throughout and as eternity. God is. Period. God is. Therefore, God is my consciousness. Therefore, God is my body. Incapable of being local, physical, personal, detectable, anatomical, physiological. God is body. Therefore, God is the body I experience. There is none else. Consciousness is body. Therefore, consciousness, infinity, omnipresence, is the body I experience. The truthful, healthy, whole, vital body of my experience. But never physical. Lift. Consciousness is my body. Pure consciousness, nothing else. As I am realizing this truth here and now, I am experiencing my whole and healthy body here and now, because realization and experience are one. Realization is experience. Realization is the healing. In my realization of truth, I am healed. I am whole and well, healthy and free now, in and as this moment of truth realization. If my realization drops, then my pain or suffering, illness, disease, injury will linger in experience. But as my truth realization is ever more maintained, and as it reaches higher and higher into the purity of consciousness being body, consciousness being the one presence, God, Spirit, Truth, infinity, omnipresence being the one and only. As I ponder this truth, this freedom, this spontaneous truth and freedom, then it is that I discover my body is healed. My body is whole, healthy, free, vital, strong, and eternal. Well, let us stop there for this particular message. It truly is pure and potent. Please, my friends, soak yourself in this truth. Live with it and let it live you every hour, day and night. We are going to carry on deeper, more pure, more potent. And so, really use this message as your healing balm everywhere present at every moment, and you'll begin to witness the miracle of truth here and now as the very you are and the body you are and have. I am with you 24 hours a day. Thank you, thank you. Much love and many blessings.